Hello and welcome to Mobility Mastery Monday. I'm Alicia and this is the place to be if you want to lose the pain, lose your fear of pain, learn to trust your body, and do what you love for life. I'm curious if you can relate to this scenario. You're going about life and it starts to feel like you're carrying the weight of the world on these shoulders, so you schedule a massage for yourself and you go in and tell them to really dig into these guys because that's where you carry all of your tension. And for one blessed hour, or maybe 90 minutes if you're lucky, you feel sweet relief. You walk out feeling at peace and like everything's gonna be okay. And then you wake up the next morning and you're back to stiff, sore, and achy. I have personal experience being both the client and the massage therapist in this scenario. I used to do massage, but I actually stopped doing massage because it became quite frustrating that I could never permanently reverse this for my clients or myself. And I'm a very goal-oriented person. If you feel like your neck always needs to crack, but it won't, if you feel like your shoulders are just always tight and sore while driving, or maybe while working out you feel them tense and tighten up and they feel sore through any movements that require grip, or, if they start to hurt while working at the computer. What, you don't work at a gym? Then today's episode is for you because I want to help you stop this cycle. And I've brought my trainer, Jason, here to do just that.
Ta-da! So I would say over the last 20 years or so of personal training, roughly 75% of the clientele that I've come across have had some sort of issue with their shoulders and neck, stemming from weak lower traps and rhomboids and middle traps, and usually over tight pecs, upper traps, scalenes, and even levator. So today we're going to work on a couple of things to help reposition the entire shoulder girdle and shoulder itself to put you in a better alignment for pretty much anything that you do in life, whether you're exercising or doing your day-to-day things, driving, going to school, working at a computer, all that kind of stuff.
So yeah, basically we're going to give you a few things in the gym and also apply it to life, because this isn't just for people who work out, it's for humans, pretty much all of us.
So we're going to show you a very common improper postural alignment, or what people tend to get into improperly. And of course we're going to exaggerate a little bit just for visualization. So typically what tends to happen is we tend to get very tight in the front and our shoulders roll forward, which of course elongates everything here. So in this position, as you can see, it creates a slope in the back, the shoulders are rolled forward, which really tightens up the front, and typically the chin even protrudes out in the front a little bit. This postural alignment is very common, and I see this a lot in people.
Doesn't feel good.
No, it doesn't feel good. And in actuality, it's hard to breathe. I mean, it works in a lot of different ways, not just from a physical, like a postural standpoint, but it can also affect breathing, it can affect how you hold stress, all kinds of different things. What we're going to be doing today is to show you some movements to help counteract that and reverse that kind of positioning. So by pulling the shoulder joint itself, the shoulder blades back and down and anchoring them, also puts our chest and our spine in good alignment, and even brings our chin back and stacks the upper part of our spine, so it affects both sides of the upper mid-back. So one important aspect of the proper positioning for the upper body is the shoulder girdle, or the shoulder blade, being anchored down and in a good locked position. And so this exercise, this option, can be done in the gym. You can do it with one arm or two arm. We're going to show you the one arm option. Basically what we're going to be doing is using the low traps and low lats to anchor the shoulder blades straight down and towards the center of the body. So the upper arm doesn't move at all. You're going to be pulling from this section of your body straight down, and Alicia's going to demonstrate that. Good. Notice there's not a lot of travel. There doesn't need to be. This is a very short range of motion, so you don't need to feel like you have to compensate and bend at the elbow or do anything like that. It's just sliding the shoulder blade with whatever range you have towards the center of your spine and down the back, and anchoring it down in that position. That strength, that area is really important to help with stabilizing the entire shoulder girdle, which affects other things as well that we'll talk about later. So this next exercise that we're going to do, again, is a short range of motion. It's slightly different than the girdle retraction down. We're actually going to be using the body weight to have the shoulder blades slide and pinch together, and then you're going to use the middle traps and rhomboids to flatten out your back and go to neutral spine. Excellent. This is going to really work kind of this middle line to help pull the shoulder blades together and anchor them against the spine. Now, if you push too much and roll the back, it's not necessary. For this specific movement, what we're trying to do is counteract that position by strengthening it to a neutral place versus an accentuated place. So just going to neutral spine and back down, so letting the chest drop to the floor, and then just pushing it back to neutral is all you need to do. And this can be done in a gym, it can be done at home, it can be done at work behind your desk, if you can. It's a really easy exercise to do anywhere and very, very important.
So this last one is something you can take into your day, especially if you work on a computer. So whether you're driving on a computer, even walking around, often we get into this slumped position, and it's extremely helpful for our bodies anytime we can remember to actually bring our shoulder blades back and down, which helps just reposition those shoulders, puts space back into the chest, helps us breathe better, and takes us out of this position that's causing so much stiffness, pain, and soreness in these shoulders and other issues as well. So as you're working on the computer, just try to bring those shoulder blades back and down like we just showed you with these other techniques, and type away. And I often think it would be really nice if I had someone to just come around and remind me when I'm doing this, because I get so sucked into whatever I'm doing and I forget. That's so much better. So there you have it. If you want to permanently reverse that cycle of that stiff, sore, achy feeling in your shoulders, then this is absolutely something we all have to work on, including me.
And I would recommend doing those movements 2 to 3 times a week, at least 15 reps, as well as practicing the postural alignment when you're working on the computer or driving in a car, or whatever that translates into your normal life, but doing that as much as possible and just keep that on your mind.
So you may not have a posture fairy to help you at the computer, but you could set a timer. And maybe just as a reminder to yourself, maybe every 20 minutes or something, even get up, but especially if you're just working away and you can't even get up for a couple minutes, to set a reminder for yourself to put yourself back in that position, because we all tend to forget, even those of us who are really good at trying to keep our bodies healthy. So if you think this doesn't apply to you, or it feels too cumbersome or annoying to do, then by all means keep doing what you're doing, because this is actually one of the things that keeps people like me and Jason and those massage therapists you go to in business. But as for me, I always seek out a permanent solution. I like to reverse it so that whatever is happening can get taken care of and not need to be managed anymore. I hope you've gotten something useful out of this video. I hope you take it into your life and use it to create better posture, create better health, and hopefully prevent any pain and injuries from happening. If you like this video, then maybe give us a thumbs up here on YouTube or share on social media. For the full blog post, you can click the link below. If you want new episodes emailed directly to your inbox, you can subscribe for our free newsletter at mobilitymastery.com, or you can subscribe here on YouTube as well. As always, I hope you're learning to trust your body so you can adventure through life with confidence.
Twirl.